Alright everyone, we are here for our week 1 matchup of the PDL, the Draft League, of course, of the PUCL podcast. And of course, I am your coach, Egotistical Elekid of the Lake Erie Elekids. Our opponent this week comes from the great land of Britain, and we will be facing the British Gent of the Belper Beedrills, a rival of mine in the past. This will be our 4th time facing off. And as always, like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications for all your Draft League content. We will have, of course, the PDL as well as a few other Draft Leagues this season. And if you are interested in the PokePaste, it will be in the description below. Now let's look at our week 1 opponent's team. His team consists of Latios, Tapu Fini, Blaziken, Ursaluna Bloodmoon, Mega Sableye, Kleavor, Rotom Mow, Bronzong, Quillfish Hizui, and Delibird, with his Tera captains being Bronzong, Quillfish Hizui, and Delibird. Here's a quick overview of some rules for PDL Season 8. This draft will have a roster mandatory, which means all rosters must have at least one Pokemon of every type. We will be using low-tier Tera captains, which means teams will have a budget of 15 points to use on any Pokemon 10 points and below. There will be 3 drafting pods, where we will then be put into pools of 5 people and assigned a type to play. Now let's look at our team. For your Lake Erie Elekids, we will be rocking with the team of Palafin, Urshifu Single Strike, Goldango, Screamtail, Kilowattrel, Arboliva, Salazzle, Avalugg Hisui, Latios, Wormadam Sandycloak, Kamala, and everyone's favorite bear, Slacking. Our low-tier Tera captains for this season will be Arboliva, Avalugg Hisui, and Kamala. Now, there is no Tera type requirement, so we can bring any type any week, so make sure to pay attention to the battle to see what we bring. I would also like to give a special thanks to Lucas for running some mocks and preps with me this week. Now, let's deep dive into what I think our opponent will bring for us this week. The British Gent rocks one of the best Fairy Dragon Steel cores in Latios, Tapu Fini, as well as Bronzong, with Bronzong being a Tera captain. Ursaluna Bloodmoon being the best ground type in all of draft in my opinion. Blaziken being just a physical breaker with that speed boost ability. Kleavor with arguably one of the best moves in draft in Stone X. A great check to Palafin in Rotom Mow. A scary stat boosting low tier Tera captain in Bronzong with some Calm Mind Iron Defense sets. Another annoying mon in Hisui Quillfish with that Eevee Light. And Santa Claus. Delibird? Santa Claus? I don't think he'll bring this guy any week, if I'm being honest with you. So now let's look into some team comparisons, shall we? Let's look at the bottom chart to start. First thing I am noticing, he has a large group of 86 to 75 speed tier mons. Now, this benefits us tremendously. We have a lot of 97 up when it comes to speed tiers. This will let us scout out his choice scarfers so we can decide what our win con is. Now let's look at the type charts up top. First thing that's jumping out to me is he has a large fairy weakness, his only resist being Bronzong, who's also a Tera captain. In this league, you have Tera Blast, so you don't necessarily want to stay your typing. So fairy seems pretty free. With this information, I'm assuming our opponent brings Latios, Rotom Mow, Tapu Fini, Blaziken, Bronzong, Tera Fairy, or Tera Water, and Mega Sableye for Will-O-Wisp shenanigans. Now let's look at our starting lineup. We have Salazzle, nicknamed PrincessPeachThick, item being Focus Sash, abilities gotta be Corrosion, nature will be Timid for speed control, EVs being 252 special attack, 4 special defense, 252 in speed. Its 4 move slots will be Sludge Wave, Flamethrower, Nasty Plot, and Dragon Pulse. Salazzle's role is mainly to scout out choice scarfers with its speed control. Having that Focus Sash, it survives one shot as long as there's no hazards in play. A Nasty Plot Sludge Wave eliminates any Tera Fairy. A Nasty Plot Dragon Pulse one-shots Latios. Flamethrower hits hard. Now, our choice Scarf Mon for this week is going to be Kilowattrel, nicknamed Toad. Item, as mentioned, choice Scarf. Ability, Volt Absorb. Nature, Modest. We can run Modest due to its 125 base speed. EVs are going to be 252 special attack, 4 special defense, 252 speed. I do not believe that they will bring Blood Moon Ursaluna this week, so we're going to go 2 flying, 2 electric. We have Hurricane to hit hard, Thunderbolt for the same reason, Volt Switch for momentum and pivoting, Air Slash in case we want to land a for sure fire flying type move, and also possibly get a flinch. Also, Hurricane 2-shots Ursaluna if worse comes to worse. Now let's look at our win cons for this week. Starting off, our Tera Captain, Daisy the Arboliva. It will be Tera Fairy. The item it will be rocking is Assault Vest. Ability, Seed Sour. Nature will be Modest. EVs, 228 in HP, 28 in special attack, 252 in special defense. The 28 in special attack will make sure that we can 2-hit kill Mega Sableye with our Alluring Voice. The moves that we will be running are Alluring Voice to make sure there is no setup options, Earth Power just for coverage, Giga Drain for healing options with us rocking an Assault Vest, and Terrain Pulse. Seed Sour sets up grassy terrain. Our opponent has a Tapu Fini. Terrain wars are going to be happening. We're going to hit hard with double stab. Our win con is going to be making sure Arboliva is only in for special attackers. Now let's look at our next mon. Luigi the Paladin, also rocking an Assault Vest. Ability 0 to Hero. Nature will be Adamant. EVs will be 252 in HP, 4 in special defense, 252 in attack. Move slot will be Jet Punch for priority, Flip Turn for pivoting, Ice Punch for Latios if we get stuck involved, and Facade in case we get Will-O-Wisp or Scald so we can still hit hard. Our win con with Palafin is very simple. We are going to Jet Punch as soon as we have enough chip on most of his mons. If we get Will-O-Wisp, we are going to make sure Mega Sableye is gone and then spam Facade. Now, on to our next win con. Waluigi, the Urshifu. It'll be Choice Banded. Ability Unseen Fist. Nature also Adamant. It will have 252 in HP, 4 in special defense, and 252 in attack. Move slot will be U-Turn for momentum building. Wicked Below, because it's one of the best moves, if not the best move in all of Pokemon. Close Combat, and Facade. Reason for a Facade, same thing as Palafin. If we get Scald damage, we can Facade away. Mega Sableye's Prankster ability doesn't work on us since we are a Dark type, so we can still 2-shot Wicked Below. But I feel like we have one more mon that some could say is good as gold. Oh yeah, it's Ghostbuster, the Goldango. Rockin' an Akaberry, ability good as gold. Nature will be Modest, EVs 252 special attack, 4 special defense, 252 in speed. Move slot being Nasty Plot, Dazzling Gleam, Make It Rain, and Shadow Ball. Ghostbuster is going to have a definite role. Okaberry, if you're unfamiliar, makes us live a Flare Blitz from a Blaziken that is not Swords Danced Up. Meanwhile, our Nasty Plot, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, Make It Rain hits every mon on our opponent's team very, very hard, most likely one-shotting. Now, let's jump into our battle, shall we? We have a definitive lead of base form Palafin to start. We see Mega Sableye. We know Prankster's coming. We do not want to be Will-O-Wisp, so we pivot out. We get hit by a Thunder Wave, which I was not predicting. We still have Giga Drain just to scout. No need to show our Tera yet. We see Blaziken, so we go Tera Fairy. We can kill with an Earth Power, but it pivots away, setting up our Seed Sour ability in grassy terrain. Based on these calcs, we do know Mega Sableye is defensive, so we like our matchup here. We go Alluring Voice, reason being that would have two-shotted Mega Sableye. Bronzong, though, we get to see his Tera Captain. We go hard Goldango. We see the calm mindset that we predicted. Shadow Ball incoming, fair warning, Bronzong. Let's see that Tera type. Mega Sableye gets a good chunk at lower special defense. We want to just scout, so we're going hard Arboliva again. We see the Thunder Wave, so we know this is its priority. We're going to Alluring Voice again. But we get paralyzed. We see Bronzong, so we're going to pivot into our counter for Bronzong. We do not want to be Will-O-Wisp or Thunderwave, so we go hard Daisy again. We now know that Mega Sableye has a Fairy type move. Daisy can wall all special attackers here. We're going to Terrain Pulse just for a safe move. And now we're going to get out of the way of Bronzong. Goldango appears to be the better matchup for Bronzong, so we get to fire another Shadow Ball off. This is the one matchup we did not want. We did not predict Ursaluna, so we're going hard Arboliva. Daisy can wall all special attackers. Daisy can now heal with a Giga Drain, no matter who it is. And we know Blaziken's in, so we're going to get out of the way. Palafin Hero easy checks Blaziken. Blaziken wants nothing of it, so he U-turns away. Now I'm confused on Blaziken if it's necessarily Choice Scarfed or if it's Expert Belt. The calcs aren't adding up as it's not banded. We get out of Feeney's way into Kilowattrel. We see the Scald, so they are trying for the burn. Now here is a gutsy call we have, where we're going to have to spam Hurricane. We get a hit once, can we hit it twice? And we do. I have never had good luck with Hurricane, but it was a needed momentum builder, and now we're set ourselves up. Cleavor is going to use Stone Axe as always. Picks up rocks, but we have Urshifu out here. We can now Wicked Blow or U-turn away, close combat if needed. Our option, we just want pivoting. We're going to U-turn here. Get us into our Arboliva, since we know Feeney is a special attacker. And let's see, wall for wall, who is better. This makes me worry, as we were really needing it to attack us once so we could get that grassy terrain up. It calms, then it scalds, setting up the grassy terrain. We get the Giga Drain off so we can heal, not have to worry about any of those necessarily Tera flinches, anything similar along those lines. Moonblast dropped my special attack I also did not plan for. We're still paralyzed. It's not looking good in this spot. We take another Moonblast to the face. It's a crit and also drops my special attack. And we're just trying maximum damage. We're going to Rain Pulse here. This incoming play is a definite game changer. We survive at 6, get a Giga, and now we know we have to get out because Daisy's a win con. We said that pre-show. We have to keep Daisy alive. Our only option is Salazzle and hope Feeney doesn't spam a water type move because now our Focus Sash is no more. Luckily, stick that out. We can Sludge Wave here, and it is a roll of 42, so we know it's surviving no matter what. And we get it. On that 4%, PrincessPeachThick dies, and we now have enough where we can U-turn away with Urshifu and get momentum back. We are at 5-4. We are going to go into something to force our opponent to think. We're going to go Kilowattrel. Our opponent goes Cleavor. Now it's Choice Scarf or Focus Sash. We're going Air Slash. Maybe we can flinch it. It U-turns away, so I know that it is Choice Scarfed. Mega Sableye means Arboliva's back. We survive a Dazzling Gleam no matter what. We can heal up with a Giga Train if we don't Paraflinch. And we get our health back with the Grassy Terrain so we can live another day. Our opponent goes hard Blaziken. We are trying to survive. Arboliva is our win con. We can now go Palafin here. Blaziken's on little health. No burn, so we don't have to worry about Facade. We can just Jet Punch away. The crit of all the meaningless crits. Goes hard Bronzong. I really need to see what Tera this Bronzong is, so we're going to Urshifu. We're just going to Wicked Blow whatever it has. Wicked Blow one-shots it even after its boost. It is Tera Fairy, so that means the reason it was scared of Goldango is it did not want to get hit with a Make It Rain. So all we have to do is chip it down. We have the speed. If it's a Trick Room set, we lose, and we just accept that. Tera Blast one-shots Waluigi. Goldango comes in. And a Shadow Ball with a Modest Nature. It's a very high roll. It's 88%, but we risk it because we do not want our special attack drop with Make It Rain. Cleavor comes in. Guessing knockoff here, so I'm just going to Shadow Ball and kill. But it U-turns into Mega Sableye, which works out pretty well for us. This is our win con. I'm guessing recover, so we Dazzling Gleam to one-shot it. And with Cleavor coming out, we can now Shadow Ball our way to win. Survive and knock, Shadow Ball for the win. And that's week 1. And we are 1-0 for PDL. Hope to see y'all next week.